Hi guys, it's Amy and this is Amy by Nature. How are you all doing? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, so we will be doing our preparations for our fall festival in our farming community. But before we get into that, let us start with our monthly. And I've decided today that we are going to colour in the last two of these so that we can finish this one off. I hope you've all had a really good week. Today at work was the last day of one of my colleagues. Our department's a really small one. There's only 6 of us, now 5. So there was lots of emotions flying around today, but it was good. And oh, I've just completely gone out the lines there. So yeah, that was my day at work, and it's kind of really spurred me on. I haven't been doing much in the way of proper searching, but I am actually looking for a new job. So I'm going to have to get cracking with that one. So here we go. We're almost done with these. There we are. That is all our autumn leaves complete. And we've got a 10 here. And in our July to September monthly, we have got 20, 30, 40. So that is our September one complete, and that means that next month we'll be able to put a new envelope and have our next month's monthly done. While I was doing that, I heard my letterbox go. I'm just going to quickly go and nip and see what the postie has brung me, and I'll be right back with you. Okay guys, right, that is that checked, and we are going to move on to our build a farm, where we are busy getting things ready for our fall festival. So let us get our 12-sided dice, and we are going straight to number 1, which is our wheat, and I've got 16 pounds today. So let us colour in our, oh, this yellow doesn't really work well for that. Try this one. That's better. We are going to colour in a 1 row of wheat, which can be harvested. There we go. So, oh no, today's the 16th, and we're adding 5, which will give us 10 wheat, and we need to add a 1. Next, we are going to number 6, which is our eggs. So first of all, we need to check and see if any of our chickens are ready to lay eggs. And I don't have any chickens. So we are going to have to feed our chickens in order for them to be ready to lay eggs for us. So we are going to colour in a chicken. And we are adding our chicken, and then we'll take them away to the laying sheds so that we can get our eggs. So we have got 50p going in there. And then we can go back to our eggs. And we are going to colour in another one of these. This one, that colour is very pale, but it's okay. So let us add in our eggs, and that means we have got 3 boxes of eggs ready at our disposal, and we're going to add another 50p in. Next, we're going to number 8, which is our cow's milk, and we will have to see if we have any cows that are ready for milking. And we do. We've got a cow ready for milking. I'm sure that one is Bertha. And let us go and take Bertha over to the milking sheds in order to get our cow's milk. Let us colour in this label here. And we are going to add a bottle of milk into our inventory, which means we now have 2. And we're going to add 50p in there. And now that we've seen to our cows, we are going to go, we're going to our pumpkins. And we are going to do a row of pumpkins. So we're going to need a lot of these bad boys in order to get our fall festival off the ground. The pumpkin is going to be the star of the show. We're going to have a pumpkin patch, and we'll have decorations that include pumpkins. We'll also maybe have some pumpkin related treats. So we are going to add 5, and that will give us 20 pumpkins altogether. So we are coming along nicely with that, and we're going to add 1 in there. Now that we've checked on our pumpkins, we are going to head on over to our corn field, and we're going to get some corn harvested, because the corn is incredibly handy for making sugar and feeding our chickens, so that we can get our chickens fed and ready for laying eggs. And I have just realised that I actually forgot to feed the chicken that we fed for the eggs. But luckily we did have corn. So let me just remedy that. We'll take away 2, and then we are adding in 5, which means we have got 9 corn on standby. And we are going to add £1 into this. And let me just see what we've got in here. We've got 2 for, right, I'm going to take a 5 and put that in there, just so that I've got some change for our tasks. And now that we've seen to the corn, well, that's a 2 again. We're going back to our wheat. And we are going to harvest another row of wheat. let us add in another 5, and that will give us 15 weeks. So our surplus is looking good. And we're going to add 1 in here. Next, we are going back to our pumpkins. And we are going to do another row of our pumpkins. There we are. And we will just fill in that we've got another 5. So we've got 25 pumpkins ready to go. And that is another £1 going in there also. Now let's see if we can get something else. Number 7. Number 7 is our cows. So we need to feed our cows, and thankfully we have got plenty of wheat back here. So it takes 3 to feed a cow, so that'll leave us 12. And let us go back to our cows, and we're going to give Daisy some delicious wheat to eat so that she'll soon be ready to pay the milking shed a visit. So we are good to go there. And we need to add 50 in here for feeding Daisy. Number 4, right, or number 5. Number 5 is our chickens. So we will, no, we need to feed our chickens first. I'm just so excited about all the stuff we're doing. I'm missing steps. So we are going to take away 2, which will leave 7. And we are going to feed one of our little chickadees. And that means we can now colour in one of them. There we go. And we are going to have one of our chickens feed and get ready for going to the laying sheds to get some eggs. So we need to add 50. So let me see if I've got change in here. One, two, there should be 3 in here. So let us add that in, and that has got 3. Next, we are going to number 3, which is our apples, which we are using to make our apple pies and possibly apple cider. I'll have to maybe make up some sheets for the apple cider and the pumpkin pie because I don't actually have ones for that. So I might have to just make my own. So we are adding in 5 apples, so we now have 20. we are adding in 1 here. And number 7 again. I think if we get doubles until we hit them all, I don't think we should do them. Let us go to our recipe, shall we? So we need 5 apples for our recipe. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to add in 5 apples. Let us colour that in. And that is a 1 because I've made the apples the same as the row. And then let us go back to our apples. And we are going to take out 5. So we've got 15. There. So today we have seen to our wheat, our corn, our apples, our pumpkins. We've seen to our chickens. We've done some eggs. We've fed and milked some cows. So we have, hopefully we will get a number 8, which is the cow's milk. So I think we'll try it again. 7, 8, 5, 1. We're not getting any of the high numbers today. 8. Have I got the right dice? I do not have the right dice. Oh my goodness. It was very silly of me, actually. Let's see. Right. Let's try this again. Number 11. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I don't want to keep doing the same ones. Right, so we're going to our butter, which probably would have been handy to do the ones I'd rolled. So for our butter, we need 3 cows' milk. So we need 3 cows, and to feed 3 cows, we need 9 wheat. So let's start here. So we are taking out 9, which will leave us 3. But we need butter, so this is actually probably a good thing. So we then need to go to our cows, and we need to feed 3 cows. So we've got Poppy, Maisie, and Dot. And we are going to get these girls ready to go to the milking shed. So we're going to take those over to the milking shed, and that is £1.50 that I will be adding in to our cows. And then we need to go to our milk and make 3 bottles of milk here. One, 2, 3. And we'll add the 3 in, which gives us 5. And then we'll take these 3 bottles of milk over to the dairy so that it can be churned into butter. And again, this is a £1.50 we'll be adding. So we will add a 2 and take out a 50. And then we are going to go over to our butter. There we go. And that one is getting 50 today. Let me just add that in to our inventory. So we've got 3 sticks of butter. And we've got 3 left. So I think, is there anything that we haven't done today? We haven't done sugar or flour. Okay, so we have got 3 wheat left. So we are going to take out 2 of our wheat, and we are going to take that over to the mill and excuse me, we are going to mill some flour. So we'll take out this 50 and add the 1. There we go. I just want to try and make sure everything gets a bit of love where possible. And then we are going to go to our sugar, and that requires corn. So we've got 2 corn for 1 bag of sugar. I'm sure we've got plenty corn, yeah. So we are going to take out 2, and that will leave us 5. And we'll go over to our sugar, and we are going to fill in one of these bags of the sugar. And that means we have 4 bags of sugar there. So wait, that is getting 50. And then if we go over to our ingredients, we need 2 sugar and 2 butter. So I think what we'll do is we're going to add in the sugar and butter, and that is worth 2. And then that means we just need to fill out quickly our trackers here. So we've put 2 over to the bakers, and that will leave us 1. And then we need to go over to our sugar sugar quickly. That is number 9. And we are going to just take 2 over to the baker's, and then that is that. And that is our day's farming complete. The only thing we've got left to get in our recipe card is the cinnamon, and then that will be our first apple pie complete. So first thing next week, we will get our cinnamon and we will have our first apple pie complete, which is fantastic. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me today. Please like, comment, subscribe and share. And until I see you again, guys, take care. Bye.